What's going on, guys? Listen to What Guys Think, the podcast brought to you by your host, Frank, and his co-host, Josh.
Yes.
What's going on? We have a special episode today. I'm excited for this one. We actually have some hosts of their own podcast, The Love Line. You probably heard them from there, or you probably know them from eating pepperoni inside of Porta.
Yeah, that's crazy. You told me about that.
Feeding it to people.
Yeah. Right.
You guys bring in. So you guys hit ShopRite. You guys hit ShopRite before.
Oh
Porta?
yes, every Thursday night I make crock-pot chicken soup. So we have chicken soup in our stomachs before we go to Porta, like kind of broths so you get drunker quicker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And then you just pick up the pepperoni, and then I have a secret little compartment.
So y'all be thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like people actually think before they go out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't think.
Got to be prepared.
But if you don't know him from there, you probably have seen him in the Guinness Book of World Records for the fastest talkers. But no.
No, for real.
So bad.
Ariana and Trinity, it's so happy to have this collab episode.
Thank you so much for having us.
We are very excited. We have not shut up about it all week.
No, we have not.
Yeah, thanks for the shout out on the show too. I was like hyped when I heard that. I was like, oh,
We've been
like it's
promoting
happening.
it.
We've been telling everybody and their mother.
Yeah, I heard that. You sent me the video the other day of that.
I was like, I took a screen recording. I was like, I'll post it after this, and then we'll for like a little trailer for.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely something on the ground.
But yeah, so where did you guys start? Like, when did you start this podcast? Like, I know. I remember we were in Porta and you were like, I don't know, did you listen to ours or you just said?
So what happened was I saw like DQ reposted that you guys had one.
Right.
And I was like, no shot, they had DQ on there. So I was like, wait a second. So then I was like, then I listened to the DQ episode, then I listened to a couple other ones, and I was like, Trinity, like you have to listen to this podcast. Like it's like the guy version of us. Like, like, you gotta listen.
Yeah. And so I listened to it. I was like, we got to get on the pod. I was like, we have to.
And then I was drunk at Porta Shocker. And then I saw you and I'm like, oh my God, like, wait a second, it's that podcast. And I was like, Trinity, I'm gonna go up and say hi. And
I don't remember. I don't remember ever.
No, it was like I was like,
I think it was just you that's seen y'all. I did not see you guys that night when you saw each other at Porta.
Right. Ariana was like, you have a podcast, and I said, yeah. I know, like how she wouldn't know when DQ. When you guys were like, DQ's not a fan. And then like he reposted, of course. It was funny because we asked him, and I was like, he's gonna say, nah, I'm doing everything in the world because this man does like 20 jobs. So he was like, yeah. He was like, just let me know when. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right. So yeah, but he's like the most humble. You guys, I know, are the number one fan.
Do you think people like in the wild be known about like the pods? Like for real? Like they just don't come up and say anything to us like about it? Like even yours.
We hand out business cards at Porta. So like I'll literally like if a boy comes up to me, I'm like, yep, I have a podcast.
No,
like,
we actually had someone come up to us that I don't know the person.
She was like in our sorority, but like years
ago. So we don't even know her. She literally comes up to us saying like, "Oh my goodness, it's a Love Line. Like we love your podcast." Like I literally felt famous.
I was like, "Oh my God, I'm a fan."
I'm like, "We have a fan."
No,
we have a whole
like the janitor from your middle school. Like, holy shit, you guys are funny.
You're like, "Oh my God."
And then she's asking me, she's like, "Wait, like who's behind this name?" I'm like, "I cannot tell you, one, because he's probably in the building. Like two, I'm just not opening my mouth. Like it's so funny because people try to figure it out. That's like my favorite part when they're like, "Who's this person?"
Oh yeah,
like,
everybody will try to figure out like who we talk about on the podcast.
Like, because you guys when you don't drop names and stuff.
We don't drop names. Sometimes we use code names. Sometimes we just tell a story, whatever.
I think the general rule should be if like that person should know you should just leave the name in.
Yeah, like
but people get mad. It's crazy. People get pissed.
We talked about like one kid.
Yeah.
Like if it's true or
it's always true. I mean, that's like it's always true.
That's our big thing. Like, and I said it to the kid when he came up to me. He's like, "Oh, you hate me." I go, "No. Like, if you don't like how I'm talking about you, like that's a you problem because I said exactly what you did. So like, if that's bothering you, that's an internal problem you got to fix. Like, it's
it's also I feel like we're very respectful about it. Like, we never name names. Like, we don't even use code names half the time. We're just telling a story.
So like, if you know it's you, like,
and they're just like assuming that people are gonna know who you are. Like no one knows who you are, bro. No one knows you, bro.
They're just pissed that like you brought it to light.
Exactly.
And maybe we're calling them out on their whatever.
We call them out on it, but you don't like it. Don't do it. Like don't do it because
don't act that way.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Don't act that way then.
Don't act that way and you won't be talked about.
People love us or hate us.
Exactly.
People love us or hate us.
That's right.
Do you want to tell them about the guy who said that he won't date you?
Wait, before you say that, let's roll the intro, Josh.
Oh yeah, the bun's over here.
Go on, sit back, relax, go and get your drink. Go get tuned up and tune in. It's What Guys Think.
All right.
I do it. All right, go ahead.
Wait, what was I saying? Sorry, I'm short.
About the guy who
doesn't want to date. Wouldn't date you.
So the night that there was the blizzard and Porta was still open, like even though we wanted to go, we ended up doing at home Porta because I was just like, I can't we threw napkins, was the whole thing. But anyway,
when I heard that, I was like, that needs to be occurring in this apartment at some point. I was
that reminds me, just that reminds me of that Jersey Shore episode when like they recreate Karma.
That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like.
That is literally what it was. Yeah.
It was like Zaz mix on SoundCloud in the background, funny, blasting. Yeah. But the kid, one of our friends, his friends ended up coming, and he said to me, he's like, oh, can I talk to you for a second? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, oh, just so you know, I wouldn't date you because you have the podcast. Some people might be a little intimidated by it. And I was like, good. If they can't into the podcast, don't come near me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know that. Come on. Yeah, he's really?
He's like when he said that, I was like, it took me a second. When I told her, she's like, what type of
But
I don't
why though?
Because he's like that's just very intimidating.
Because you're putting yourself out. I mean, because you're
he's afraid I'm gonna talk about him, I guess. But if you don't I say it all the time. If you're nice, we say that you're nice and we hype your life up. If you're rude, then you're gonna be
then we're gonna
told you're rude.
Yeah, you should be able to make fun of yourself almost. If you're doing dumb shit, I would talk about it on the pod.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
My ex was like, don't talk about us on the podcast. Even if it was something good, she's like, I don't want people to know what we're doing.
Yeah, dude.
I said, I'm not saying what we if we slept in a certain spot or something.
You guys went to a McDonald's.
Right.
No chickens.
Right.
Nothing talked
so
about.
I was like, if it's something I get it, they could be like, oh, I don't want you to say this or that. But if you weren't doing anything bad, I'm not gonna talk about you.
Of course, exactly. And that's the thing with the love line is if you don't do anything bad, you're probably not even gonna be mentioned at all. We need content.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You have a boyfriend now, right?
I do.
And I always hear his name, so I'm like, this man seems like a nice guy.
Nice guy.
He's great.
It's been interesting though because I have had the podcast, right?
Yeah.
And it's been an interesting evolution of me as a host, I think, because
because September through November,
I used to just trash men for months, and then when I got a boyfriend, I was like, "What am I supposed to say on the podcast?" We literally had a legitimate conversation.
No, she was like, "What am I going to do?"
I'm like, "What am I going to say?"
Every other dude, but this guy, right?
But besides you,
besides y'all and Chris, but I'm like, "What am I supposed to say on the pod?"
Yeah,
we had a whole conversation, being like, "All right, so yeah."
But I've known Chris for that's my friend. I introduced them actually in November, so it was really cool. But you could see Trinity from if you listen to the September through November episodes, you could just see her evolve from going out doing things to now with the boyfriend.
That's what I was listening because you went from the episodes you were single and then out of nowhere, right? It wasn't
it was just
my boyfriend.
Yeah.
It was kind of watching Shrek 2 on a Friday night. She got popcorn in the bed.
Yeah, no, it really because though I feel a lot of stuff, even though I was very open on the love line with being single and whatever, there were some things I kept to myself, so it kind of did. I was listening to the episodes, it kind of did seem like it came out of nowhere. No, literally, I'm surprised I have a boyfriend now.
I went backwards. I guess I went from the new ones to the old ones, and I was like, she was single here, but
right here all of a sudden I wasn't.
We would talk about him every week, but we would just say the kid Trinity's talking to.
I would say who I was talking to.
So people would get confused, it was the same kid.
Yeah,
I'm just picturing you guys mid podcast, you're fuck all these men, fuck all these dudes, mid text, mid pod, you got a text, you want to be my girlfriend?
Scratch the whole podcast.
It's literally what happened. It was just that boyfriend,
and it feels so bad too because I'll still I have my opinion still, and I'm fuck men, fuck this, and then I'll be I'll look in the camera, I'm like, but not you. But not you. I'm not talking about you.
No, that's definitely you have to keep that as a thing.
I have to because I don't want him to think I'm talking about him because I'm really not.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I know you guys. You guys always go over the weekend. What was the events this weekend? We had some stuff going on too.
So my sister, she's 23. She just turned 23.
Yeah.
I've been trying to convince her all year to come down. She couldn't Porta Friday, so I was like, I'm not skipping Porta Friday. We'll just do a 2-day bender. So we went out Friday. great time. Then Saturday she came down. I had DQ's bobblehead like thing in my hand. Like I was like I'd be like carried up the steps basically like on Saturday. Like it was like really really fun. What else happened? It was like funny.
Wait, you guys went to Porta 2 straight days?
2 days in a row. That's why I took off work.
Friday. I remember seeing you guys were there Friday, right?
Yeah, we were there. We were there Friday.
I was gonna say I vaguely remember seeing you guys, but I was so gone that I'm not sure if that was a real thing.
I saw Ariana walking around.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, I don't think I saw
came up to you, right? I was like, we'll do the collab.
Oh, on Friday on the other side, yes, on the pizza side, yes, I remember that.
I totally thought her friend was you. I was like, yeah, so we're gonna.
No, I remember her telling me. I was like, wow.
That's funny. Nah, dude, I cannot do two straight days. But I mean, like the only place I feel like I do 2 straight days is like.
What,
like Applebee's?
I was gonna say
Applebee's.
Yeah, it was kind of like 3 days for us because then that Sunday morning,
oh yeah,
we had our friend's birthday brunch. Like I get there, she's like, "Do you want a mimosa?" I'm like, "No." Like I couldn't do. I was so ill. I literally go home right. Like
it was so
I almost
bad.
threw up in like the bathroom. Like it was so bad. I was like Trinity, like I gotta get out.
She was like, "I gotta go."
I was like, "I gotta get out of here."
I'm gonna throw up.
I went home. I slept for 12 hours.
Yeah.
My housemate, she's like, "Do you want a Tums?" Like the smell of the Tums, I was making me nauseous.
No, she literally spits the Tums out.
Like, I can't
she couldn't even swallow the Tums.
I can't. But
no, I will say though,
Friday, Saturday's achievable. Like if we pace ourselves,
it's achievable because like I don't go as hard as I do Fridays on Saturday.
That's what I was gonna ask too. Like, what is your like? I guess if you know you're going out the next day, but if let's say like you're not going out, you know your schedule for like the next day. Like, what is your opinion? Like, what like how do you craft like I'm gonna black out or like I'm gonna just we chill, but like. Let's say that like tomorrow is nothing. Like, is there something that like we need to do this? Like, this is our
like. How do you gauge the night? Like,
right.
So if it's like I knew my sister was coming, so like Friday, I was still drunk Friday, but I wasn't like blackout level. Then Saturday I was like, no, like my sister, like she's fun, like we're gonna have a straight up good time. So like I knew that morning, like I was like I'm having broth for dinner, like I'm gonna be drunk quick. Like I was like it's gonna be a night and a half. So like we just gauge it, I guess.
She's fucking Bill Nye, dude, like trying to figure out the fucking algorithm to get drunk the fastest.
Symbols and
2 tablespoons of salt.
For real.
I can't.
But like we'll say like even if it's like last week we didn't get that drunk, so like then like a lot of we call them like a lot of our friends were missing, so we were like this Friday we had a mission, we were all on a mission, we were like no, like we had like 4 green tea shots each before we left.
We were 5 shots deep before we left the house.
Before we walked in the door.
When you hit the air and then it's like and then you're walking.
But sometimes I really do need air.
No, I think what you guys were saying, you said in one of your episodes, you're like, I didn't know I was fucked up until like you have to go out. I feel like you have to go out at some point to just see where you are.
You need the fresh air.
You need to.
When the fresh air hits me, that's when I start walking sideways. Like I'm like, okay.
Been so many times at Porter where I walk. It's like the end of the night. I haven't gone outside once.
Yeah.
I walk outside and I'm like I'm dead.
Because sometimes I really think there's like too many people for you to like even feel drunk.
Absolutely,
100%.
You lose like all of your senses.
Yeah, because you're
there's so much sweat. Like there's so much. Like, body around you that like you can't even
like what's it called?
Your
like
senses are gone.
Flight is like if there's a fire,
you know what I'm
saying?
Yeah.
Like I might have to move in 2 seconds because someone's gonna sneak behind me. Like I'm just like
especially me. Like I'm a tall dude, so like when I'm in there, I'm like I feel bad.
It's when you're sitting.
I'm like someone's probably wants to get past
me.
Dude. And I have to like always be aware.
Me and Frank actually have a bed like in the back of Porta. So like when we do back-to-back nights, like, we'll sleep there on Friday.
Yeah, well, we have a cot.
Brush our teeth.
Yeah, in the other room.
It was generally like really rare.
We joke
I
about that.
genuinely thought you were serious.
She was like,
if you don't laugh, you can fool anyone. Trust me. If you don't laugh when you're
we do this thing like where we literally have conversations, no laughs for like 10 minutes, and people think we're serious. And like I'll be like, yeah, like we always say, we're like, listen, we'll go out tonight. We'll hit Tommy's first, Johnny's, then
Johnny
Max. Inkwell, go all the way in. Like, we'll just, like, say all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, and then nothing happens. We're staying in, like...
But our joke, we joke, like, we have, like, a cot in the back of, like, fucking teak. and, like, fucking Porta, and we just wake up and put Colgate in our mouth. Back to it.
That's all you need, Colgate in the morning.
Yeah.
And that's where the move is. But, yeah, Friday? Was that Friday, Casey's... that was last week, though, because, like, what we do... You guys do every week for your podcast?
Yeah, every Thursday.
Yeah, we release it every Thursday.
We do every other week just because of like people's schedules and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's easier, and we have stuff to talk about. I feel like more, so that's
content.
Good. So like 2 weeks ago, we had our friend Casey, her 23rd birthday, And that was cool. Like, where do we we went to? Oh, we were gonna go to fucking
Johnny Max.
We were gonna go to Ale House first.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Why do you hate Johnny?
Wait.
I know why, because you talked about it.
Yeah.
I think I know. I think we have the same reason why we don't like it.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you
It's horrible. It's literally like when the pit is there, I'm fine. When I walk in and I can't move and I have to hold a hot tray of pizza and everyone's on top, like it's a silent porta. Like it's horrible. Like it's literally horrible.
It is.
It's horrible. You get yelled at. As soon as your toe goes in the walkway, you get screamed at. Like leave me alone.
Yeah,
I don't want to be here anyway.
I don't really see the point of being that drunk in that. Like in that environment,
yeah. Like
I feel like I'm just wasting calories.
Well be home,
exactly.
Right?
I might as well be home.
Exactly. Like if I'm gonna
it's just miserable.
If I'm gonna be blacked out, and like I want to be blacked out by GQ giving me drinks. Like I don't want to be blacked out like in James. Like I don't want to do that.
I just always thought it was so weird, bro. That like you would be in there for like a couple hours and there would be no music. Like
it's horrible.
Like
it's so weird.
Like or there would be music, but it'd be like volume 3. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like fucking white noise in the back. Like I'm trying to go to bed or something. Like blast that shit. Like I don't understand that.
I don't
and the pizza thing. That's like something I didn't even think about. Like you're literally like this, like standing up and like serving a pie, dude.
But also the line is so long. The line is also so long that you don't even get the pizza. So the pizza's not even a perk of it because you don't even get it.
We really walked in there like 1:30 one night thinking we were gonna get pizza. That was the funniest thing I think we've ever done.
That was one of the dumbest decisions we've ever made. I wanted to go home so bad. I don't know why we went to Johnny Max.
We went to Johnny Max. We went on Saturday. We lasted 20 minutes. I look at her boyfriend, like, so we're going to Porto. We literally Uber, and I walk in like 11:30 and I see GQ, best time of my life.
Yeah.
So fun.
But
like it was
only,
like
the only time you would stay at Johnny Max is if like maybe you hurt your foot or something.
But we did stay there. We went to Porto that night.
We went to Porto. We always go to Porto after that. Johnny's is like the pregame. If you're hungry, you get and then you leave.
We did go to Porto.
You
that
always
you
leave.
Stay.
You never stay.
You never stay.
Because like
never stay.
My rule is like if you can stay, if like where you are, you could do at home. You got to go.
No, literally.
I agree with that 100%. You know, I'd rather be home.
Like we went to
10, if I'm being honest.
It was our friend Craig's birthday, and he had. Have you guys been to like bars in Keyport or no? No. Mm-hmm. So like in Keyport, there was like 2 bars, but now there's like 1, and it's like an Irish pub type bar, which they had rum buckets, which is very weird because I walked in and everybody had a rum bucket, and I felt obligated to get one. Do you guys like rum buckets or not?
Yeah.
I'll drink one, but the thing is, I'm allergic to orange juice, so I'll get hives on my neck, but I just deal with it. Like, because I like them.
She's like, it's just really good. What am I going to do?
Like, if they don't
She walking around with bee stings on her head.
Looking like she was attacked.
Yeah, I just get all scratchy, but it's fine. Like, they're good, so I deal. Like, it's
they
fine.
are.
Right.
I do love them.
Sometimes you got to have that sacrifice.
Yeah.
But speaking of like, gauging the night, that was a night for us that was kind of just like most definitely like 3 drinks, and then
we were like out, but we messed up.
Well, I don't know who brought it up first. It might have been me.
I brought it up because I'm an idiot. Yeah. So I was like, listen, tonight, it's chill. I said, why don't we flip a coin, and if it lands on heads, we go to the strip club tonight. So he was like, I guess we have to do it. And of course, I didn't have
an actual coin. We didn't ask Siri.
No.
We got a coin.
It was a real coin.
And that shit landed on heads. That shit landed right on heads.
And I never felt so upset that we made a bet. And I was like, we got to go.
We have no choice. You know what I'm saying? The coin told
us. It landed on heads. Like,
yeah.
you had to go. At that point, your fate was already decided. The night was already gauged.
It was God telling you to go for it. Like, that's what I say all the time. Like,
it could have landed on tails.
It didn't, though.
It didn't.
So we went to this strip in Keyport has it. Fantasies. Should we? That's fine. I guess
yeah, they're not gonna say nothing. I mean, we walk in, it's packed.
It was packed there.
Like,
what day did you guys go on? A weekday or like? Oh, okay,
Friday.
That figures why.
Weekday at 12.
I was gonna say maybe. There's some weirdos.
They had a brunch, I think Tuesday.
Yeah, it was.
I don't believe it. I am the most gullible person. I don't believe anything you talk about.
Like, was it good?
I'm like, did they give you mimosas? Like, was it like?
They had omelets. Like they had an omelet station.
Buffet setup.
That's crazy.
I'm like, what? Like the girls like serve like the friends.
They bring them around.
Like it's so funny though, because like
they bring them around.
You see that? Like you see that on a weekday. Like I'll drive past there on like a Wednesday at 10 a.m. There's a dude smoking a bogue out there at 10 a.m. outside the strip club. Dude.
I don't know who's dancing at 10 a.m. Yeah. But we go in and I'm like, it's the same thing. Like we've gone like to the twice.
Yeah, twice.
And it's like the same thing. Like we get in, we get a drink, we get a dance, and then we leave. But you know what it is? I'm looking for potential. I'm not looking for like.
I'm so happy we're talking about this. Can I get another one of those?
Yeah. What do we got?
Just
we got pineapple.
Doesn't matter. Just toss it.
I don't want it to be all fuzzy when you open it up. So we're scoping out the dancers and whatnot.
Right.
But there's always, the moms in there. And like I get it, like you're trying to make a buck,
right?
But if you're not giving me nothing, Josh says this all the time. Like if you're not giving me nothing, I can't be giving you money,
right?
So you'll have the girls coming over with just like doing nothing, just asking dinero,
like dinero, like opening up their tits. You know what I'm saying? Like money. I want you to fake like you're in love with me at that strip club. You know what I'm saying?
They'll literally ask like,
straight.
They say dinero.
Like
they say
walk around the bar and dudes are like,
do you just go?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, yeah. You straight up go no. You're like,
I just say keep it moving. Like
if you're doing something,
I would honestly agree with that.
I agree.
I would agree. You should work for it.
I just want you to just fake, being like liking me, like
right, yeah, like fake it to.
You know what I'm saying? Get those shoulders, something, bro, something for me. Don't just be like. You know what I'm saying? That's not doing anything for me. I don't care about that. I don't care about that at all.
Yeah, no.
So Josh is like, looks at me, he's like, we gotta get out of here. He was like, I need to dance and we need to leave. So he finds some girl. And
she was
I'm like,
mom. Like she had a scar, bro, from from here to here, and I did not even notice it when she was like on stage, like on. I didn't see it
either.
Got my microscope out in the back.
Yeah,
fucking saw that shit going down, dude. It was insane, dude.
So he was like, he gets out. He's like, give me the keys. I'm going in the car. He's like, meet me when you're out. No, you waited until.
I waited until you secured a dance.
There was this girl that was like.
You secured a dance.
There was this girl that was like performing. And I was like,
holy shit, she was moving. Dude.
She was moving. She was going like spins.
Yeah, she was moving.
So I was like, I need the dance from her, Josh. I was like, we need to make it happen. So she's like, she like gets off stage. I was like, can I get a dance? And she was like, yeah. She's like, I'll be right back. So she comes back. And Josh is like, all right, give me the keys. I'm going to go start the car. I was like, all right. So I go in. I'm not joking. It was like Cirque du Soleil. This girl was doing flips.
Bro.
She was like, I don't know what she was doing. She like had her legs crossed and like doing flip. I was like, this is really good.
Jealous, dude.
So she earned
it. She pretended she was in love with you.
I was so jealous. Like
you were jealous.
Really?
No, I was jealous.
He saw her after because she wasn't there. I think she just
I saw her. I'm like, Frank, like do this for me, my brother, because I wish I was gonna be with this homegirl tonight and not the girl I was with. So I'm like, you gotta do this for me, dude, because she was moving that shit on the fucking pole, dude. So
right. It's like because it's like if you think about a strip club. It's just a waste of money.
It is.
It's just like you're not getting the entertainment. But if there's no entertainment, then it's a waste. That's why we enjoy.
I can go on a fucking like website and have a girl. Like I can go on Google and search titties and be the same thing for me.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I probably would have done that night instead of that, dude.
But we were gonna ask, like, have you ever gone, or would you like, what would you do if like. In a strip club, like if you were like, would you like if some guy took you on a date there, or like have you ever gone, or like would you ever do a girls' night? Like what's like your opinion on that?
I've never been to one.
I've never been to one.
If a guy took me to a strip club as a date, he would be done automatically.
Well,
that would not end well at all.
Done automatically.
No. Obviously, but the question is, would you leave as soon as you got there? Or would you just experience what went down just to do it for the podcast?
Honestly, I do for the podcast. For the content, I definitely would. I've never been. I mean, I would go for the podcast.
If it was a double date, she was there, we just let the two of them bond. Me and her would probably just have like a great time when we were there. Like it wouldn't, like I wouldn't care.
I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to it.
Right.
What if I don't know what your boyfriend's name is, but what if he was like, I'm going with my like two of my dude friends, but they have girlfriends too.
Okay, so they're all wifed up.
So it's like your homegirls and like his homeboys.
Everyone's
we're all going.
No.
Oh, we're not all going.
Your homegirls are dating his homeboys.
Right.
So like you guys.
I mean,
are
then
all,
it's
like,
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like
that's interesting.
Yeah, like I'm not psycho like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like don't cheat on me, won't have a problem. Like I don't care. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
Josh.
I wouldn't. I would if I was a girl. Negative, because you're clapping cheeks or something.
Oh God.
I mean, it depends on where you're going. Like, the fantasies doesn't isn't nude. So it's
right.
They don't even show titty. Like they don't even show anything.
Because I said that to Josh, I was like, no one was naked in there,
bro,
right?
Nothing.
I said I don't think I saw
just lingerie. Like bro, again, like I can do that on Google. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, true. No, it's not happening.
And
then when you said the date thing, I'm like, it'd be done automatically. It would not even be a thing.
If you want to lose the girl, take her to the strip.
Yeah, there you
absolutely. Go. Unless she.
And also,
I know the DJ. He's DJing at this venue.
DJing at this venue. Yeah, you walk in.
You're right though, because what need would he have for that? What?
She's already mad at him.
She's already
mad at him. He
didn't even go yet.
He didn't even go.
It would have to be like maybe it's someone's birthday and like
exactly like some bachelor party.
Like I'm not stupid.
I don't think he'd be like
that's whatever. But like if he just randomly out of the blue was like, yo, like I'm going
like random Tuesday, like the guy at 10 a.m. Like no,
I would be like spend that money on me. Like what?
Yeah, for real. Literally. I'm like for real. Why are you throwing it at them? Throw it on me.
Literally.
100%.
For real.
We went to a comedy club, like not like club, but like this firehouse in the town I used to live in had like a comedy night. So I was like, you guys want to go? We had like a squad of 8 people. And it was pretty good. Like stand up is like definitely on like my radar. I feel like you guys would be good at it. I feel like do you think you'd get on stage if you had some material?
I feel like we could pull it off.
Yeah,
I feel like we could.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about that.
Because I don't think I'm that funny, and then my friends are like, "No, like you're hysterical." I'm like, I really don't see.
Sometimes I don't even think it's about like the joke. I mean, obviously your content has to be funny. It's about like your animations and like the way
you
expressions, your delivery,
like your faces,
like the whole
and
thing.
all that shit.
Yeah, like on our podcast, we're like always at 100.
Always,
like every single episode.
That's why I like to record. Just happened. Press the button on here. That's why I like to record because I think like facial expressions are funny.
Same, yeah. And I always love like watching podcasts too, so that's why we record.
Everybody asked me, they're like, "Yo, I saw like clips. Is it going on YouTube?" And I was like,
"Not the whole." Yeah.
I was like, it's kind of this and that, but I think I'm gonna upload this one.
Yeah, upload it. Yeah,
so
we'll upload
it'll
it
be
too.
like the first long like YouTube video that we
make. Absolutely.
So people can see us and like what we do. Ariana, I know you said that you like to cook in the podcast.
Yes.
Like you'd be whipping up food for the whole family.
Oh yeah. So
what's your background? Is it like
I come from like a very Italian American family. Like one weekend like did the sprinkle cookies give it away? I feel like it might have.
That was the I'm being dead ass. You would do the exact same thing if you were coming over a house. Like Italian families bring over.
Yeah. So I'm Italian, Puerto Rican, and Irish.
Oh, okay.
So I got like all the gangs in there.
Yeah,
every gang you could think of is in your.
No, it's like but like I was raised heavily Italian, so I understood like when I was listening to your.
Yeah, like I do sauce day like every year, like 420 jars, 30 family members. Like it's like that kind of stuff. 7 fishes, Christmas Eve, so like very like Italian American stuff.
No, that's always a good time, and food is always welcome anywhere.
No, you got it. Next time I'll bring you.
Yeah, next time.
Lemon drops, rainbow cookies.
You should have made those.
She made.
Oh my god! You said the lemon drops on the podcast. I was like,
I can make those. If I had time, I would have did it for you guys. Next time.
Lemon drops are my favorite.
Crumb cake.
No, she literally makes dinner for our entire friend group. Like she'll make like 5 pounds of pasta for all of us. Yeah, like she will go
meatballs, vegetable, all different stuff.
And it is good. It is good.
Hire you.
Yeah.
$20.
$20 a day. Gotta be more.
She's cooking
more than 20.
I mean,
20.
How much is that chicken franchise she's cooking? You know what I'm saying? Is that 25?
I made that the other day. Actually, I made that yesterday.
Chicken franchise.
Yeah,
love chicken.
I made that yesterday. It's like my mom calls it like lemon chicken. It's like kind of different.
Probably a little more than 20. That's kind of skippy.
And Trinity, you're a comm major, right?
I am.
I was also a comm major. I was curious. Like, is this like where this stemmed from, or are you?
That's how we.
Something else?
Yeah, that's how we both met because we had TV class together because we're both comm majors.
I was a TV major too.
Yeah,
we're TV radio majors. We actually bonded over our hatred for our TV class.
I hate TV.
I can't. Teacher? I went to Monmouth freshman year.
Oh, you did? It was Lawrence.
Professor Lawrence.
Wait, is that the big dude?
No, he's like shorter than me. Shorter than me.
Black hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I had him.
Beard?
Yeah. See, but the thing that I hated about TV class was it was like we learned about like how to work a camera like the whole time.
On the first day.
Teach me how to edit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big editor. I love editing. I'm like, teach me how to edit.
Like the first day, he's like, here, you're going to go to all 12 of these stations. You're going to do this, this, and that. I'm like, you're shot. Like, if you think I'm going to be able to remember that, like,
but it was like one time, and that was it. Like, and then and then it was just like, here's how you work a camera for 14 weeks. I'm like,
and then you had to do like the whole like.
It's like the tutorial.
Right.
It's literally a 14-week tutorial on how to work a camera.
Step by step.
Video game tutorial.
No, literally. It was ridiculous. So
I remember you had to like zoom into like a poster board on like
horrible.
I was like I guess this is where we're ending.
And I feel like radio, like I don't know, it just had like a better outlet for us.
It's
like
so much more fun.
We also had like the podcasting class, like stuff like that. Like I just like it better, honestly.
I feel like you got to do what you want to do, and you guys definitely like have it like no problem.
Thank you. So do you guys, honestly.
I feel like we started this just because we would just hang out, talk for hours about nothing. And I was like, it would be funny if we can like plan something, you know, have something organized, I guess, and just talk about something that'd be entertaining to people.
Yeah. Especially things people can relate to. I mean, we should have pressed record like as soon as we became friends.
No, that's how me and Ariana
that's what we
felt
too. Because
like
when we like, because we would always like, before she had the boyfriend, she would sleep like at my house. So then the next morning we would get like hungover bagels, recap the whole night, and like all our friends would come over and we would tell stories, and then like everyone were just
they'd be dying laughing.
Like, you guys are so funny the way you say it. And I'm like, some are like, no, we have to.
I'm telling you, it's the way you say it.
It's
fucking say your story. That's funny. It's not even just the content.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's
the
like,
extra details you add in for no fucking reason. Like that's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
What's your background, Trinity?
Well, I didn't grow up Italian.
Right.
I'm just white. I'm not. I'm like Polish,
the whole
Irish, a mix of so many things.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
I feel like your background can definitely.
Like my parents were musicians, so growing up, I've been like watching them edit and like things like that. So that kind of like was the reason why I went into this.
And now like our professors, it's funny, like we like we're taking a class now, it's like 1 credit, like you had to be on the radio. We literally asked, we're like, can we do the podcast, we do homework assignments together. They just let it happen.
It's interesting. Just literally let it happen. Professors just let us do things together now because they know
those 1 credit classes are bullshit.
Anything
in those
and it's so cool because we're getting 1 credit for literally just doing our podcast, which we would be doing anyway.
Those 1 credit classes are like the university's way of fucking you with
no, literally.
There's physically no reason why I have to take, gardening.
Volleyball.
There's no reason for that.
Did you guys ever have to take something like that? Like,
she took yoga. I took
yoga. And I took asynchronous yoga. So it was yoga in which we never met in person or on Zoom. Let me know.
Or on Zoom, or you did meet on Zoom.
No, never on Zoom either.
Asynchronous, so you would have to like send in your exercises.
I had to send in a video of me doing yoga.
There's no way that professor's watching everybody.
Not a chance.
I swear she did.
1,
I swear
2,
she did.
Did she review
3
minutes?
Well, she
counting them. 3, 4. Oh,
she literally.
She missed one.
One of her reviews for me. She's like, "You're a natural." I'm like, should I become a yoga teacher? Like, I guess
do it on the side.
No, she's about to like
do it on the side,
because she can't even breathe.
Next podcast will be yoga asynchronous.
Yoga,
she'll be like this. She'll be like, "Welcome to the Love Line."
I did hot yoga once.
Yoga 101.
It was fine, but like I literally thought I was gonna faint. Like I went with my aunt who like really does it. She's like, "Come on, it'll be fun." I looked at her. I was like, "Auntie." She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Never again." Like,
I think tomorrow at Powerhouse, I'm gonna do yoga in the sauna.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah. There's not enough room in there for
just standing on your head when people walk in.
Is it really big?
No, but I'll find room in that bitch. Trust me.
Put a mat down.
Yeah, it's funny. Hot yoga like took me out. I work at a gym. Like I'm an instructor.
No, hot yoga is
hot yoga took me out. Like I'm fine like teaching, working out with them. Hot yoga, I was literally on the floor. Like it's like it's
what
hard.
do they put the room at? Like 98
No, it's like over 100.
Yeah, no,
it's over 100. It's bad.
I'll probably pass out.
Yeah.
I can't even. I hate when it's like humid in my room. I'm like, open the door.
My
open back there.
Trinity lies all the time. Like my rosacea is flaring.
Oh my god, she always says that. Like when she gets
all the time. Like hot yoga, I literally look like a tomato.
She'll be like, my rosacea's flaring, and it is.
No, it really is. Like
everybody's laughing, and then she's like looking like a beet.
It will flare.
Full blown.
My new line has been my post frostbite has been flaring.
Oh yeah,
I accidentally gave myself self-inflicted frostbite because. So
let's hear it.
So me and my friend Emily, Ariana's housemate, we thought it would be a good idea to put like ice on our face because people said it was like a skincare routine thing. So I'm like, bet, right? So I'm rubbing this ice on my face. It feels really, really good. And then I start to notice I'm like literally getting frostbite. Like I literally had a welt, like a red welt. And I was like, I can't be doing
No, but I told them, I'm literally staying there. They're like, do you want to do this? I was like, no.
It'll flare up.
This was random, or this was like a random night?
This was a random night. This was a random night. We just decided to do it, never doing it again.
Yeah.
Because it still like pops up on her face.
No, it's crazy. It does. Yeah. And people literally say though that that's like you should do that. Like you should say you should do. Yeah, like it's like a whole thing. They say that. I'm never doing that again.
I think she did
frostbite.
Self-inflicted frostbite.
Self-inflicted frostbite.
I swear to God, I can't make this shit up.
I heard you guys.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You guys, what do you guys call yourselves after a night out?
Okay, we call ourselves Porta Putanas.
Porta Putanas.
Okay, but like Putanas for Porta more so.
No, it's Porta Putanas. You have to earn your stripes in order to become
my
a
sister came down
Putana.
this weekend. She couldn't earn her Porta Putana stripes. You have to kiss a boy in Porta. She has a boyfriend. Her boyfriend wasn't there, so she's not a Porta Putana. But like, you kiss a boy at Porta, you become one. You become one. Yeah. It's a great time.
What about?
I mean, technically, I'm a Porta Putana.
There you go.
And you've kissed like even a random, even if you know a person in Porta, you're a Porta Putana. You guys are Porta Putanas. There you go. Congrats. You earned your stripes. Congratulations.
I was gonna I want to have a segment where I'm like, Putana, not Putana, because I was like, when you said it, like I was like dying, just the way you said it.
That's what it is.
I think I have some lists.
But like when you're hungover, like let's say like you guys go out, right? Like it's a fucking Friday night. You guys are killing it. You know what I'm saying? Drinking, going crazy. You wake up the next morning, you feel like death.
Yeah.
What's the term that you guys use? Because we have a term that we use for like hungover fucking in the morning.
We say like severely unwell. I feel like a lot of something severely unwell.
Dude, we call ourselves like fucking, what are we? Raisins.
We say everybody get in line for chocolate
covering. Like we're fucking Raisinets or something.
Raisinets.
I said wait.
It's a shriveled up grape.
Or like a vegetable. Like put me next to a window and I'll just like photosynthesize for like the next like 10 hours.
I always say sometimes like I'll look at Trinity, I'll be laying there, I'm like, I need to be power washed. Like from the inside out. I'm like, I need to be power washed.
I need to go through the wash.
No, literally, like I need to be power washed. She's like, what do you mean? And she's like, I understand though how you're feeling. Like,
I'm like, I totally understand what you mean by that.
No, we be talking like just like, you know, like I'm closer to a fucking, you know, zucchini right now than a human being. Like that's what I'm closer to right now.
I also have a name for like my drunk alter ego though. I call her Jenny.
Jenny.
Oh, you're gonna say the feral rat.
Oh, we also call ourselves feral rats. Wait, ready?
Wait, no, that's what I was hinting towards all the time. Y'all are like, we call ourselves really drunk.
No, feral fucking rats.
Feral rats, but then
there's levels to it though, guys. There's levels to it.
It starts off we're menaces, right?
Menaces.
So like, we go into menaces 11:30 Porta, get another drink, go to the pizza side. Feral fucking rats. Like
I think it depends on the level of drunk that you are. Like menaces, like
This weekend,
but I think like when you're a feral fucking rat. Like then you're like, you know what I mean? Like you're at it. Like that's when you're like,
when you're just like,
you're there.
There's nothing higher than that. You're saying
no,
there's nothing higher than
a
That's
feral
like a night
rat.
where I have to be like carried up my steps to go to bed. Like there's no like I wake up in the morning like Jesus, what happened? Like that's like the level.
That was me Saturday morning. I woke up Saturday morning in my Porta clothes.
That's when you know.
That's how you know.
Because it's like I could have changed or something.
I've never done that.
Yeah,
I can't do that. I literally
I've done it by
the
accident.
drunkest I ever am. I take my makeup off too. I can't sleep in it.
That's what I thought. I normally do. Like it doesn't matter how drunk I am. I normally change. I take my makeup off. No, woke up the next morning.
Can I say how we know when you have a good night?
When I throw up on the side of the road.
Yeah. Wait, you have to tell them about your Uber charge. I don't know if we ever.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about the Uber charge. I got an Uber charge.
Can we
$200 Uber charge.
I almost just drank my mic real quick. I'm like this. I just
good. Augustus Gloop? Wait, what's that fucking when he eats the mic?
He asked, is that a question? He ate the mic.
Isn't that Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc?
Oh my god, dude, that's funny.
That was about to be Mike Wazowski. All right, go on.
So Trinity, I'll never forget. It was after date night, so we went to Porta like in the date night dress. You good?
You're making me laugh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
So we went to Porta in like our date night dresses. We just switched to sneakers, right? Because we were like, we want attention that night. That was before boyfriend. You know, like we went free drinks. Like everyone came up to us. It was a great time. We get in the Uber. She's like, she's gonna throw up when she's silent. So she's laying there quiet. I'm like, oh no. I literally go
silent.
Nothing's worse.
That's how you know.
And I'm a nervous person. She goes, I'm gonna throw up. I'm like, shut up. No, you're not. So then I know.
I did warn you though. I said I was gonna throw up.
Then in preparation for this, So in preparation for this, I take my wallet out of my bag. So it's $25 from Amazon. Like, you could just throw up in it, right? Completely avoid the bag.
Throw up in it.
Completely avoid the bag. Homegirl throws up in like the vent of the.
No, I literally throw up all over the car.
So then she
all over the car.
Was it like a protrude?
It was on my leg.
It was projectile vomiting.
Please stop.
It was so bad. And you know what's the worst thing about it is?
What?
I don't even remember this happening.
So she comes in my room. She had to sleep downstairs because my room's upstairs.
Yeah, I slept downstairs
because like she couldn't make it up the steps.
Yeah, I couldn't make it up.
So she comes in like, oh, like how was the night? I'm like, do you want the good news or the bad news? She's like bad news. I'm like, you have to send me $186
because of the Uber charge.
Yeah, because they gave her an extra Uber charge. She's like, what? And then like other than that, like it was It was like a fun night.
But that's how you know. I'm just saying though, if I'm throwing up on the side of the road, that's how you know I had a good night. Every single time I throw up on the side of the road, I had the best night.
Now she literally looks like when she has to throw up on the side of the road. Like, you ever watch The Sandlot when like Ham points? Yeah. She just points. I'm like,
the last time I threw up, I'm laying like this. And my boyfriend, he's like, "Do you need to throw up?" I was like, "No." Right, and I'm just laying there and I go
out.
And he's like, "Can you pull over?"
You just throw up.
I'll just like tell you guys. Like, I'm conscious enough to be like, I'm going.
No, literally, I just don't do well in cars though. Even sober, I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
I'm bad if I fall asleep and I'm drunk.
Yes.
Then you wake up and then it's like.
No, literally, you're spinning.
Terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I haven't like, it hasn't been like, I went to Bar A like during the summer.
Yeah.
And we just like didn't have a break of drinks. It was just like, oh, bye.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh man, like I'm tired. Like I fell asleep. I'm like in the backseat of like 5 guys in the car, and I was like, you're gonna have to pull over. And like we just pull over to some side street, someone's house. I felt so bad. I was just like right in the lawn.
No, literally, I've done that so many times. I've done it so many times.
She gets so close to home. It's the same spot she throws up in. It's the same house.
It's literally like 2 minutes away from the house. Like I can't make it 2 more minutes.
You must think she like does it on purpose because it's the same.
It's like
house.
your spot now.
It's like dogs like taking a piss there.
They need to go to that one Margaret territory.
It is.
They gotta go to that one fire hydrant. She needs to go to that one spot.
With the one tree.
That's funny.
The same house, same lawn, everything.
So funny.
Yeah, traumatizing.
Yeah, but that's definitely the worst feeling. Like when you go for, because there's like a thin gray line from when you're like feeling amazing to feeling like terrible.
It's such a small window of time.
I never get
nauseous. It's such a small window of time.
There isn't a line. It just comes, dude. Like you don't even know, because you really be feeling fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You drink that next drink, you're fucked. But you don't even know that the next drink's gonna make you like that, because you're fine. Then
you regret it instantly.
All of a sudden you're doing the Dougie. You know what I'm saying? And you're fucked up doing the Dougie. You're fucked up after that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never gotten nauseous though, and I've never thrown up. And like I've been very.
What do you mean Saturday?
So Sunday morning, like when I'm out, I never do.
I'm like, bro.
No, when
She's
I'm
like, don't bring it up.
When I'm home, like like, the next one I'm hungover, I get like nauseous. I'm gonna throw up. But like out, like I could literally be like 6 drinks in with like my vodka soda Mios. I'm fine. Like I'm fine. The next morning I'll be nauseous, but I will never throw up.
I think what does it for me is the Uber ride home.
Yeah,
that's what does it for me. Like,
one of these Ubers said that they've actually like swerve to like make that happen to get that 180.
Yeah, you better have your fucking
you
gotta have both hands up.
You better have your hands up.
Wow, I did not know that.
They're like, a little extra bill. I don't think yours.
No, she was like, he literally, because like I disputed it. He sends me pictures of
dude's drag racing in a fucking Toyota RAV4.
He should have just threw the whole car away, honestly.
He literally took, because I disputed the next day. I get photos. This is why you have to pay the $160.
This is why everything.
Thank God the heat wasn't on. Because when I went back on her, bro, like
it was bad. It was bad.
I can't do any of that kind of stuff. Like it happens to me, but then I leave the room immediately after that, because I can't.
Yeah,
leave the room.
I can't.
See, but it's so bad though, because I feel like if that was to happen to you, like you guys are such troopers dealing with me. My throw up. They feel like if it was you, like you throw up, I would be throwing up too.
No, I know.
That's like disgusting.
But like I feel like that's like one thing. Like I feel like sometimes like some events like wake me up with like the cold sweats because they're so traumatizing.
It's something
like,
that keeps me up at night.
Like I've never had that. Like I've had like experiences out where I think about it and I'm like, I literally just wake up and I'm like, oh my God. Like I literally like something happened back in September.
Will you regret the entire night?
No, like it was like
just parts.
No, like parts of the night.
Parts
just a little bit.
Up at night. Like the Uber charge keeps me up every night.
No, should I tell the story about like the Bar A that night with the tomato day shirt?
Okay. You're asking you.
All right. So
right.
Okay, back in like September, the one and only time I brought a boy back, literally the one and only time, did nothing but kiss him. Swear to God, because my parents were listening to it. But I swear to God, like I actually did it. Come home. I swear to God.
The lie detector in the toilet.
That was a lie.
No, but I swear I really did it. So like, I literally like bring the kid home, whatever. I was so scared that this kid was gonna touch me, thinking like, what did I think was gonna happen? I put more clothes on when I got home than when I was out. I put on.
She like a full-on Eskimo.
I put on a fucking HIIT workout sports bra because I was so afraid he was gonna touch me. Like, what did I think was gonna happen?
She's putting on layers, like
no, I legitimately.
She had more layers on than when she was out that night.
I literally
when she was
I put on
out.
sweatpants, like
the guy was probably like, this girl pretty cold, I guess.
No, it's been freezing. Because I never had a boy bag, so I don't know. It's where I have on these old sweatpants, Sauce Day I was telling you about. I have Sauce Day t-shirts. I have a Sauce Day t-shirt with paint stains on it.
You put
my
that on?
Up. Yeah, I didn't. Die. With the sports bra underneath it, because I was so terrified. So that literally, I tell my sister that story. She's like, that doesn't wake you up at night. I'm like, it does now. And then the same. Then I find out 2 months later, that same night, this girl that I'm not really friends with anymore for other reasons, whatever. I find out months later, that same night, she goes up to this kid that again, that came back, and she was like, you should kiss her. She's been obsessed with you for 2 years. I literally, that keeps me up at night that he knows the information that I was down bad. Also keeps me up because he never brought it up to me.
Yeah.
Not really. So
it's not even that truthful. That's the thing. All right, maybe.
maybe a year and a half. 2. No, not really.
You're a year and a half, but two
pushing it now.
We talked every hour, every day for 2 years.
No, but I literally, when she told me that, that and that experience of having the sports bra, I will literally wake up and it's a nightmare. I just literally traumatizing for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any experiences like that.
So bad.
And then the night I got caught. No, so
you got caught.
Back when I was single, I had what you would call a roster of sorts.
I've heard about the 5-minute rosters.
Yeah, it would bite me in the ass though because I met a lot of them at Porta, and I went to Porta every Friday.
And they're always gonna be there.
He was there. My other guy was there. I got caught.
Can I say what he said to you the next day?
What did he say to me? Oh yeah. Because I texted him the next day and I was like, "Hey, sorry, I missed you. I feel so bad." And he's like, "Was that before or after you stuck your tongue down another guy's throat?" I was like, "Before." I think I said before. I'm pretty sure it was before actually.
Damn, you got
yeah, I got caught.
Nah, you gotta plan ahead with size.
I should have. No, you know what? That was my downfall. I should have known. Yeah. Should have been more smart about it.
You got brutally humbled, so it's
But also, there's been so many times before that where there had been multiple roster people there and they didn't see me and I don't get caught because I'm nice like that.
Girls are much better at that shit than dudes.
No, yeah, but I got caught roster? And that brutally humbled me.
The roster is fun because when I tell you
it was fun
sometimes,
but now I'm boot up, so
me now now she's chilling. I've taken over Trinity's spot kind of because we need some stories. So I take one for the team when I'm out sometimes. Sometimes people on the roster are friends. I don't know until after the fact. I'm like, interesting. I don't find it out.
Ariana's
Straw Boy.
Ariana's I don't know if I want to, and Trinity's but the podcast.
I'm but the podcast.
Saturday, there was a boy there, right?
Can we please tell the story? Because I need to tell. Oh my god. Okay.
Go ahead.
It's so funny. You want me to start? Okay. So Saturday we go out. Ariana's sister's there. She's so excited. She gets wasted.
Bad.
You were fucking wasted.
Wait, you or your sister?
No, me and my sister, but I
and her sister.
Check me and my sister.
She was wasted.
I was bad.
So there was this guy there. He was cute and he was flirting with Ariana, whatever, the whole nine. And so Ariana gets a drink at DQ and I'm seeing this guy. She already had made out with him at this point, I think.
Really? Yeah. Me here?
But then I'm pretty sure. But then I see him that he's for the streets. He's
talking to my sister's friend that also
came. To everybody.
But I didn't know that.
Saying that he had just broken up with his girlfriend. You know what I mean? It was sad boy hours.
I didn't know that.
Drake was there.
Yeah.
Napkins were flowing.
Napkins were in fact thrown. It was the whole thing.
It was in the air. He was
he caught it. Wiped his tears.
Wiped his tears off with it. And
DJ, play Marvin's Room.
He's literally And so I'm oh no, he's for the streets. Ariana's not gonna be happy about this. Right. So I'm talking to her sister. I'm do we tell her now or later? Do we tell her now or later? And so Sam, her sister, she's let's just tell her now. And so I go to Ariana and I'm I just want to let you know, he's for the streets, he's trying to get with everybody and their mom. And she goes, who?
I was what?
She was what? It was the funniest reaction because she was so drunk to a point where she didn't even care about anything.
The part where I handed it to you.
Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, so I go over to her and because he's with this guy, I'm trying to get her to swerve him. She goes, "Trin, stop. He's cute." Hands me her empty drink. I'm what?
And I continue on.
And she just continues on.
I'm just I guess I'll throw it out.
She's stop. I'm okay.
You should just let her do her thing in that moment.
You know what I said?
She's not talking to homeboy after that.
No,
she wasn't. That's what I said.
The next day, I unadded him on Snapchat.
Just let her have her fun.
He's
fucking
exactly.
He's not husband.
Exactly.
Not husband or boyfriend material like that.
That don't matter.
So you know what I said? I'll let her have her moment.
No,
that's what we
100%.
did. We let her have her moment.
Have her moments. I love having a moment.
Because I've had so many moments.
All right, good. I'll keep them company.
So.
Should I just put my thing down right here?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, Josh, you have a good time. No, I was laughing listening to the pod because I heard the story about, I don't know if it was in DJs, like the 30-year-old woman like giving y'all advice or something.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
that brutally humbled me. Like I needed to be brutal.
Yeah.
I've been brutally humbled so many times this year.
Yeah.
She doesn't think it was brutally humbled. I think I was brutally humbled on Saturday. That's all I have to say on the matter.
Right.
The Dage thing, remember? So we like Saturday before we went out at night, like my other housemates had people over for like a Dage. So then I was sitting there and this one kid I really like didn't give a chance and I kind of like regret doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, like, are you busy right now? Like, and we've talked about him on the podcast, the Straw Boy one. Straw Boy.
I've heard Straw Boy.
Yeah.
Wait, this isn't Diner Boy.
No.
Two different boys.
Oh no, Diner Boy and Straw Boy is the same one where we left him in the diner. Same one.
Same one. Yeah.
So what happened was I was like, you know what? Like I kind of never gave him a chance. So I was like, oh, like are you busy right now? And he was like, a little bit. Why? And I was like, I'm like, guys, like I'm about to be brutally humbled. Like they're like, no. I was like, oh, we're having like a Dage if you want to come. He's like, oh, like I'm working, like I can't, like whatever. I was like, okay. Right. I was like, next time with like a smiley face.
Yeah.
He just sends me back a smiley face. I literally, that's like the third thing that keeps me up with cold sweats at night. Like those three things.
Just the smiley face.
Just a smiley face.
Not even
like not even like an emoji smiley face, like the side smiley face. No. I was brutally humbled. Brutally
so what
humbled.
Happened? You were just like,
I was like, guys, this is why I did not want to do it. And then everyone's like, no, like, you have to try. They're like, if you see him out on Friday, I will not be going up to him. My ego is too big for that. Like, I cannot be humbled.
Well, I think it is, like, the reason is, too, she gets the ick from, like, the littlest things.
Josh knows about the ick.
We were talking about that.
I get the ick over.
Josh hates the fake ick. Like
No, I get it. It's real, though. No, and that's why I try to tell her, like, really? She got an ick for some guy sending her a Snapchat with his tongue twisted weird.
Wait, how is it twisted? I was like, I need to see it.
Like, I don't
Can you do it?
Yeah, do it.
Is it like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah,
like why though? And it was multiple times.
That's an 8th grade.
Multiple.
Snapchat.
Yeah, right. Why are you multiple times?
Then also
was it in the corner of his face? Like,
no, in the middle of his face. Like,
he just said, I always send just the eyes.
People always do that.
It was his full face. It was his full face with his tongue twisted, and I was like, I'll let it go once. He did it again. I was like, no. Then one time, this sounds terrible.
She literally blocked him.
I blocked him. No, but then at Porta another time.
Did he do it to you in person?
No, I never saw him in person because it was like he had me on Snap. But then one time at Porta, this kid just kept like profusely like blinking. I literally had to walk away. He blinked too many times in 1 minute for me. I was like, that's it, I'm done.
Save that man. He's probably having a seizure.
That man was on the floor.
Jesus Christ.
That was the first sign of the stroke.
No, literally.
What? Like I get the ick over everything.
She does.
It's really bad. Like you can literally. What else? Like over everything, like anything you can think of.
Y'all, girls gas that shit. I'm sorry. Like
I get it over
there's definitely things that I would even agree that are icks.
Yeah.
But certain things, I'm like.
I'm trying to think of like.
Yeah.
Homeboy's probably just like fucking.
He's could have been nervous. Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What, do girls do something that give you the ick?
I want to hear this.
Not dance. I mean, like not dance. Like
dance.
Showing their titties when they're not dancing in front of me at the strip club.
I hate when a girl has a great body and she just don't want to dance.
Right.
It's just like you're wasting potential. Like you came here for what?
I would have to like really think about something like that a girl does that like gives me the I think it's. Do you think that girls feel? I feel like sometimes girls are like even afraid. Like if you go on a date with a girl or whatever, you just start to get to know a girl. She'll like make it clear that she wants you to start like every conversation. Like she's like afraid to start conversations.
Yeah.
Like she's either like not saying like everybody is easy to talk to. Like y'all don't like fuck with each other, whatever flow.
Right.
Yeah.
I think girls are either afraid to start conversations or like they think the dude should start every single conversation.
I feel like we're very opposite of that.
Like I feel like I'm
just don't
completely
shut the
opposite.
hell up.
Really?
That I really don't get.
Actually, sure.
Because sometimes like I'm like a quiet.
Yeah.
Like if I really don't have anything to say, I'm just not gonna talk.
Yeah.
So like it's not because I don't like you. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
it is.
Yeah.
Like having like I think that's for like everybody having that dead. Like if you know the person,
right.
you
dude.
can have that.
Just be comfortable with the
No
silence.
talking.
Yeah.
Silence.
Like
when it's uncomfortable silence, that makes
like
my skin
awkward
crawl.
silence is different.
It sucks because it's like you both don't have to be talking all day.
Like if I take you on a
Like
date, you know what I'm saying, and
Right.
like I pick you up, the music's going. do we need to be talking about like what we had for lunch while Chris Brown's playing? Chris
Brown, no. Just vibe.
Just vibe. Yeah,
just there. Yeah, I feel like it all depends. Like if you're out to eat and you're waiting for the food, you're not gonna fucking sit there and look at your phone.
That's my biggest pet peeve. If someone is on their phone when I'm on a date, I will never talk to you again.
But I will never talk to you again. I remember my first date with my now boyfriend. I was like, she was yelling me over text. She's like, "Don't go on your phone." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, I was like,
but sometimes I think it's like a nervous.
She's texting me about the date.
Like, okay. I said it. Okay. No, but I feel like sometimes it just out of like nervousness.
Yeah. I feel like everybody has their phone.
The phone's like it's so easy to be like, it's awkward. Let me just pull it out. But like, I don't know. If like I'm on a date with somebody and they're just continually on their phone the whole time. Like that's just annoying.
And I really wasn't on it.
So. No, I know. Because I was like, get off. She's like, I am.
That's an ick. I say like, just annoying. Ick is like a weird word. But like,
it's like annoying.
It's just like annoying to like, because then I feel like I'm boring. And I know I'm not boring.
Yeah. Am I boring you?
Like I'm not. I know for a fact I'm not boring you. Probably if we're like at a.
I mean, I guess you wouldn't. Conversation. At that point, I guess she's just.
It's probably you. Because I'm not awkward at all.
She's got something else.
Saying I'm not on a person at all. So
if she's on her phone on a date and she's not like, oh my god, my mom's sick.
Yeah.
Like if she just like
she's checking her fucking Tumblr.
Her Tumblr, yeah.
She's on Tinder.
You just see her going like this.
Swiping right.
Her must be broken. Just keep going like.
But like, why is she swiping?
Yeah.
Okay. But when you guys are at Porter, right? Like, do you see like does it bother you when girls just like stand on the wall and like don't dance? Because I feel like we're like a bad opposite.
Like you can do your thing. Like if you're just looking like this is different. If you're doing something, you're talking, that's fine. But if you're just like standing there waiting for something,
I feel like that's
like,
so
what are they
boring.
waiting for?
Right.
Like me and Ariana can be so cold sober walking to put up. We're already dancing. We're already dancing.
Pepperoni. Like it's like
we don't need the pepperoni.
Girls can get away with that.
Have I ever fed you guys pepperoni at Porta?
Next time.
I did a
Find
video.
me on Friday. Find me on Friday.
I did the video at Porta. I did like a.
I was in that.
You were in it.
I was in it for like 2 seconds.
I think there's some raw video of pepperoni being fed.
Actually,
no way.
You didn't put it in. That's kind of fake, but it's fine.
I didn't know it was there.
Kind of fake,
I was looking like through the rest. I was like, what did I use after I made it?
Yeah.
And I was like, there's pepperoni.
I bring it every week because can I say like we do get blacked out, but like we pull it out at like 11:30. That saves people from falling on the floor and throwing up. Like I swear by it. Like it sobers you up a little bit.
Pepperoni.
But it's not even just the pepperoni. I don't know if you guys have seen this. My friend Alicia, she brings crackers. My friend Jackie sometimes brings cheese. So it's literally a charcuterie board like in Porta.
Yeah.
Sometimes grapes. And like no one says anything and everyone's like, oh my god, like you have pepperoni. I'm like, yeah, I do.
A wine and cheese night at Porta.
Literally.
Yeah. But we're being wined and dined.
But when you guys were talking about like the people dancing at Porta, when you said someone was like doing the worm, that was my friend.
That's Alicia.
I was like, but like I have a video of that on a different video.
Yeah.
Like you would not catch me on that Porta floor doing that, but like I just thought it was so funny that you guys like brought it up.
No, but we were because we were just I think we were talking about at that point like starting like a dance circle.
Oh yeah.
Some girl grabbed.
This isn't the 8th grade form.
Yeah.
Some girl grabbed someone's belt when we were in Teak.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, she was like, "Where's your belt? Where's your belt?" I was like, "I don't have a belt." And then I was like, she finally got one. I was like, what the fuck is she gonna do?
Yeah.
So then she like held it like limbo. I was like, here we go. Here we go.
Like the conga line in the middle of.
Oh god.
The security grabbed it. He was like.
But like, I agree though. Like girls that really don't dance. Like, it's different though for girls because guys will go up to girls no matter what, even if they're on the wall doing nothing.
It's so boring.
It's just not us though. Like,
if there was a conga line at like Bar of like 400 people, would you hop on? I feel like.
I mean, that's like fucking like a fourth of the people. I feel like I'd have to.
Yeah.
If it was like 4 people.
For Guinness.
If it's like that many people, you're kind of obligated to.
Yeah, if it was like 8 people, no.
Yeah, no. So wait, I was telling when you went to the bathroom, I was telling them how I was listening to their podcast and they said that like this girl was giving like a speech in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I said girls be giving like Martin Luther King speeches.
No,
in
and
the
it's
bathroom.
like
it's kind of
we're like trying to survive. We're like against the wall. We're like, please God.
I'm trying to get in, trying to get out.
I swear some of those bathroom conversations are literally.
I literally will carry them with me for the rest of my life. Like some things that people say to me in there, like it really like St. Patrick's Day. I don't know how I'm alive from St. Patrick's Day.
I don't
honestly.
Know
it was like a 10-hour bender.
Did you guys see us there? Because you said you were at DJ's, but we were there.
We were there. We went DJ's then Bar A. So we were at DJ's from like 12 to 5. Then Bar A like 5 to 9. We went opposite.
That was the only time that we were there. Was 12 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went opposite.
Dancing all like towards the front.
Definitely not a human.
No, but definitely, I feel like there's like a podium in the girls' bathroom.
It's just like, because I feel like, because I wasn't even crying, I was just explaining something to her. I was like, no, I'm so annoyed. And then the lady was like, I like explained to her this story, and then she literally was like, I'm 30 years old, like I'm gonna tell you they only get worse. Like I'm like, that's really making me feel better.
She was just breaking her down.
And I'm like, oh Jesus,
it's literally a fucking soap opera.
She's literally
you guys are
me, but
General Hospital in that bath.
Yeah. No, that's literally
but I came out
how it always
so
is.
much better. Like then I come out and like dance and like, oh.
And I think also when girls get drunk, we're like, I love you. Like it really it makes us get deep. And so having these conversations in the bathroom are like so important.
Like the conversations in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like I'll go in and like I'll be retying someone's shirt. I'll retying someone's bra. I'm like,
y'all really like the real ones. Like
it really made my night. It really made the night.
Dudes in be trying to fight you in the bathroom. No, fight you. They're not trying to fix your collar.
They're not trying to. In our bathroom, like I remember there was a conversation for like 5 minutes of some guy going like, bro, this guy's giving me shit for just walking by. And everyone's like, yeah. They're like, dude, I'm trying to fucking like get to the bar. I'm not trying to fight you. And everyone's like going around like, yeah, because I came out to fight.
Like, why do you have to go this way?
Like, where are you supposed to go?
You can't move in general. Especially like, what am I supposed to do?
The Abbott side, like sometimes that's why I like going to like the other side, like at like 11:30, like when it's open. It gets so crowded. And I'm like short, so I can't see anything. Like I already can't see because I'm so drunk. I'm like, oh, like, I just don't like. I don't know.
I was listening to you guys, and I don't know if this was someone specific, but you said like you went to a bar. I don't know if you clicked with someone at the bar or if like you clicked with them in real life and then you saw them at the bar with someone else. Like, what is like your rule of thumb, I guess, if you click with them maybe at the bar and you're like, ooh, like you didn't get their number or whatever, but like it was a good time, maybe a good convo. And then you see them again and then like you see them with someone else. Like, is it ever, like, do you ever think about talking to someone you've seen already? Ever?
Oh, yeah. So like, literally, like, that's why I was upset at DJs that day, because I saw something, like, I saw, like, someone talking to someone else that I, like, used to, like, kind of have, like, a thing for that I would see out. Then I was, like, oh, like, annoyed about it, like, whatever. But, like, sometimes, like, the straw boy kid, remember? Like, I would, like, I'll go up and be like, oh, like, hi. Like, you know, like, I don't care. Like, if, like, we, like, I feel like even when we
if it was a one-time thing, like, say I hooked up with them once or whatever and I see them talking to somebody else, it's like, whatever I would say.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Rip.
Yeah, rip. Like, over it.
I mean, whatever. Like it's nothing but a thing.
Because, like, all the time, like, I'll, like, not all the time, but, like, if you see someone, like, kiss at the bar with, like, someone else, like, I'm, like, it was just, like, I knew it was a one-time thing going into it, so, like, have your fun. Like, I'm not
like, we kind of, we know that.
We know. Like,
we are fully aware
like,
that it's,
like, the kid,
like,
that was with Saturday, if I see him out, like, I'm not avoiding him like a plague, but like I'm not gonna be mad if he's talking to someone else. Like, even like 20 minutes after I kiss him, you're talking to someone else. Like, okay.
I mean, maybe some people would be mad, I guess, but like,
especially if it's like a one-time thing.
Yeah,
who cares?
Yeah,
and you probably met at Porta.
Literally, yeah.
You know what I'm
saying?
Exactly.
You guys probably talked about how many vodka clubs you guys had that night.
Vodka sodas with me.
It's so hard to talk in there in general too. It's like
you guys didn't talk about dick that night. I promise you.
No, literally, absolutely.
Like I feel like when you guys were talking, you said you wanted to hear some stuff from our side, and of course, like we have. But like, was there anything like
I feel
specific that you were like, I need to ask him this?
Have you guys ever been like brutally humbled? Like, I want to hear a story. Like brutally humbled,
or anything
like that wakes you up like the cold, like
keeps you up.
The cold sweat.
The cold sweat. Like, do you wake up with the cold sweats at night over something? Like, I really want to hear.
I've never had a traumatizing experience with a night out.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever had a time where I've completely regretted every single thing.
Yeah.
So when you mean by being humbled, you mean like
by like
I
a girl?
Regret the shit out
no,
of
like by a girl. Like you're out and like she just humbles like the shit out of you. Like something like that.
Ooh,
like brutally humbled.
Yeah,
I definitely have, but like I have to think about it. Some girl probably like shot me down a few times.
I mean, there was a girl like I hooked up with at like at Port like one time, and then like she looked at me like she never saw me again, like ever. Like just, like the next time I saw her, like she was just like I don't exist.
I think
so you're like you forgot,
right. But like it wasn't like I went up to her, like she went up to me, and then I guess that was just.
I think the only time when like I like put my head down for like a little bit is like if like the girl I'm talking to, like one of her homegirls is like shooting me down. Like she doesn't want to fucking talk to you. I think she doesn't want to fucking talk to you. Like go away. Like keep it moving. Like she doesn't like you. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like all girls do that.
I'm just like
What is that? Like what is like what would you say is your opinion on that? Like a girl who's single. I don't know if you're single or not. Like not you guys. I meant like in the situation. Like them just grabbing the girl and being like, like fuck you, like we're like just like what is the
she doesn't
real
talk
thing
to
about
you.
Yeah, what is the real thing about that? Is it like a jealous thing?
It's like
we literally
all the
don't
time,
do
like,
that.
literally like at some points, like before Trini would have a boyfriend, like the kid would be cute and I would see her making eyes, and if anything I would just push her towards him. But like
we would never do that.
We have like signals too, so like if she looks at me a certain way and I know she's not vibing, I'm like okay, like then I grab her and then I move, and then the kid's like what are you doing? I'm like she's not going near you, that's what we're doing, we're leaving.
That's different if you realize that you're not vibing.
Yeah, but honestly, like we just push each other.
We push each other into the person more so.
Yeah.
But like I know like some girls will do it out of jealousy. Will be like, oh.
I think most girls
will like.
I think most girls do.
Most girls will do it because they'll see like they'll like the guy.
I think
first.
they do.
They're lesbians.
Lesbians, full blown,
for each other.
Like they like the friend. Is that why?
I mean, they're either jealous.
I mean,
definitely probably like 95% jealous, 5%
they have to be like there's
5%.
5%.
Only 5%.
Only the 5, but no, it makes sense. Yeah,
it makes sense. Like I feel like the jealousy thing is like a big thing. Like if you're out, and, like it never really happened to me, but like I'll see it out in like other friend groups. Like I'll overhear it. Like oh, like I was talking to that kid first, and they're fighting, and I'm like, you're fighting over a man you met in Porto. Like that's like I promise you it's not going anywhere anyway.
Right.
Like I just don't see like why like the jealousy thing. Like even like. We at my schoolhouse we have this thing called like the cracked out wall, so it's literally all horrible pictures of us. So like if she's kissing a boy or I'm kissing a boy, she takes a picture of it, it's on the wall. So like it's not like, you know what I mean, we're not pulling you away, we're like encouraging it because we think it's hysterical. Like it's like
yeah.
They were saying on their podcast like when there's like a group of girls with a group of guys, like they feel that guys wouldn't want to approach them because of all the dudes. 100%.
That's
I was like, because what if that girl?
That's true, right?
I'm not trying to get into a fight.
100, bro.
That's my problem.
No,
right?
No. Yeah. It's not even just their. All right, so let's say you're out. Let's say you guys are out with 2 of your other homegirls and like 4 dudes.
Yeah.
4 and 4. One of those dudes has feelings for one of you guys in that friend group.
Yeah.
Or
I am not
dating.
trying to get into that.
That's like my thing. My circumstances now, and I'm not even exaggerating. Every single one of my friends has a boyfriend. So when we're out, it's like a whole group of friends, like guys and girls plus me. So I'm like, guys,
I feel so bad though.
Like, I'm like, guys, like, why does no one come up to me anymore?
I feel so bad though, Ari. I feel so bad because we had a whole team, and it was like the team's getting shot down one by one. It's boom, a girl down, boom, one down.
I'm the last man standing,
and she's the last man standing. And I feel so bad because we used to run shit.
We would just stand there and people would come up to us. Like we would just stand there, no problem. People would come up. I'm like, why does this not happen? Literally, Emily, her boyfriend, 6'3", Chris, 6'4". Like I don't know who's taller than who. That's probably
especially if they're tall.
We'll give it to you, Chris.
But like that's why I'm like, I don't think guys come up to me now anymore, just because we're always in a group of guys and girls. And I said
and that's true, right? That's what we think.
Like if you don't know who's dating who, even if it's an odd number, you're not gonna come up.
If I'm gonna go, even if there's let's say like 3 girls, 3 guys, 1 girl left, like you, like in the group, I would be like. Her boyfriend's at home.
Her
boyfriend couldn't make it.
Like, how would you know?
True.
And like, I met up with this girl in Hoboken one time. She was like, it was her and her friend. It was like probably like 6 dudes, but it was like one of them was her brother, and then the other ones were like all her friends. She was like, she gave me her number. She was like, I wish I could talk to you more, but like, or like today, but one of the friends likes me. Like in the group, it's always like that, bro. And I'm not trying to get into that, bro. I'm just, it's just definitely not.
But the guy who does come up to the group definitely has some nuts.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah, you got to think about that.
Yeah,
like damn, like this man just saw all these men.
Someone will come up to me, like if it's like a guy like I've talked to before and I've introduced him to like the group of friends, then that's fine. But like usually like the guy that would come up to me with that group met me before I was around everybody. So like he wouldn't just like, I've never had like a stranger come up though.
See, they would have to know the circumstances of the group to come up. Yeah.
I would agree with that.
So sadly we have to wrap this up like in a little, like a minute or two, because Josh he's gotta go see a movie. But I wanted to do this Putana not Putana segment.
Oh, this is so exciting.
So like this is like stupid stuff, but like and I want you to add to it, like if like this would be this would be that.
Okay.
All right. So I said girls who get on stage at the club at Porta.
Not Putana.
Not Putana. Definitely not.
Straight up great time.
I mean, not good.
No, like not a whore. Like
not a whore.
Or not a bitch.
Not a bitch.
And so like if it's like funny Putana, you know what I mean? Like, but we can keep it serious too. But if like
all right,
guys that sneak behind you that dance at the club. Guys that sneak behind you to dance at the club.
Like are they Putanas?
Like they're dancing on you.
They're dancing on me?
They're dancing on. No, they're dancing on.
Like they're like.
Psych.
Putana. Because they're trying to. It depends.
Half
Putana. Like I mean, like a toe dip into Putana.
They're dipping in there. Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing. Yeah, it could be worse.
Girls who throw bills at DQ at Porta.
No.
No, I disagree. Do you want to know why? Because it's the same bitch that's always up there. That should be me.
It is the same bitches. It's the same bitches.
You know it is. You know it is.
Those bitches got a fucking state a rent on that fucking bar.
You know it is. And you know what? I'm only saying putana because I'm jealous, and it should be me.
But I literally told her. No, I'm saying not putana just because I told Trinity before I graduate this year I will be on the stage throwing it.
Don't worry, it'll be us soon. You'll see. Before the end of the year, it'll be us.
We'll be two of the putanas on the stage doing it by the end of the year. So yeah.
It's the same bitches though, isn't it?
It is the same.
It's the same.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Girls who hang their arms around dudes to talk to them at the club.
Putana.
Do you remember what I said about
fishing,
putana? If they have boyfriends, putana. You know, like that person has a boyfriend.
Because I hate that. Like, why are you all up in their shit for no reason?
Even I'm friends with Chris for like 2 years. I would never put my arm and whisper in his ear.
No, we're not doing that. Putana.
What about guys that ask for Snapchat instead of your number?
Putana. I hate that. I literally hate that.
I'm 21 years old.
Because right then and there, you're asking me for a snap. I already know.
I'm going to be traumatized.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Traumatized.
It's like I might as well just not tell you anything. How do you feel about that?
That shit doesn't even exist to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
I Snapchat like 3 people.
Yeah,
right,
me.
I have no one on my best friends list these days. I hate it.
Yeah.
I said, what is this? Girls that eat pizza at Johnny Mac's.
Not putana.
I guess not putana.
No, I don't know why I put that in there. I think I had a hungry. I think I had a joke for that. Girls who eat pizza at Porta. Josh is like.
Josh is saying
girls who if I'm being 100% honest, you guys thinking in advance the pepperoni, but I would think you're crazy if I seen that out in person.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was crazy too. That's why I recorded it.
Yeah.
It's in there somewhere.
A full bag, absolutely. I'm telling you. It's 5 minutes next Friday. It's very like keeps you from blacking out.
We're going to be there, right?
Are you guys going to be there?
Yes,
we'll be there Friday.
All right.
It's my birthday tomorrow. We're going to Porta on Friday.
Bro.
Oh my God.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah, dude. I totally didn't say it on the program. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't announce it. Well, it's actually, your birthday's going to pass.
It's not my birthday yet.
Your birthday's going to pass before we even get to post it, though. We'll give you a shout out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Find me on Friday. I'll feed you pepperoni.
Yeah, you got a pepperoni.
I'll give you pepperoni.
How old are you going to be? She'll do that many slices.
How old? Just keep going. It's the whole bag.
Trinity and Ariana, it's been so fucking good.
It's been so fun.
Thank you so much for having us. This was a great time.
Straight up great time.
Yeah, of course.
So much fun.
Always welcome back, no matter what. Don't worry, just walk in. The door's open.
Oh, we're definitely down again.
You guys will be with the mics.
Yeah.
With the lemon drop cookies in hand.
Right. Or some sauce, Sunday sauce.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Something
like that. But yeah, thank you for the Italian cookies.
Anytime.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to this collaboration episode of What Guys Think with the Love Line. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Perfect.